Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Flag, 22 hot.
Mike's 54.
Man,
Hey, even.
that's trash.
Check. Check nickel.
What's up?
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
59's Mike.
Easy. Hey.
What we got?
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Ready?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Come on, boy.
Easy.
Ready. Don't be scared of it.
Mike, check.
Flip it.
59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike's 50.
Trot.
Mike's 59.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Even.
Check 31.
Hey.
Check 31.
5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Sack, baby.
K1
Sack,
short
baby.
with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Not good at all. A punt of just 24 yards there. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Set. Ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Baby, let's go.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Zoom. Let's go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Boom!
Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Easy. Let's get that. Hey, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's hauled in by Ellington. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
All day.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
Here we go. Even.
Twist. Watch the twist.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Ready.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Crunch time, defense.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Blue ready.
Mike's 54. Watch the pass.
White.
Hey, watch Sam.
Easy. Hey.
54. Mike, 54. It's a party now.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and it's 3rd and short. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here I come.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5.
Orbit.
Mike's 5-4.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Ready. Black 22.
Check Mike, 54.
White.
It's our field. It's our field.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
There we go.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Bang, 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 bang.
From the gun, Winston. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
59.
Here we go, here we go.
Mike's 59. Mike's
Easy. Hey.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and now it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
You want this? Easy.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Let's go.
Mike's 55. Mike's 54.
On 3rd down, Winston.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go
Throwing
full
the out
strength.
route incomplete. It's Howard. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
54.
Mike.
Let's go now. Let's go.
4th down, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 25.
Mike's 5'4". Blue Dan.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
SOS.
And he'll lose
Lucky,
yardage here,
lucky.
going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss
I'm
of
gonna
1
hit
on
you
1st down.
all day, baby.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick
Great
six
job, man.
for a
Keep hitting
Panther
those
touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Woo! Yeah, baby, that's ours.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A throw over the middle taken in. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We got double up, double up.
Gun.
Mike, 51. 51.
You go night.
Throwing again. Newton. Smith catches left side. A big play there for Carolina. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And down at the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mike 59. Mike the 59.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hot 7.
Throwing, Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Switch up.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Yeah, Greg Olson's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago. 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy,
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Woo, baby. Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Guys, double tight.
Hey,
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
8. What is it?
Newton taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
We got this.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, he's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Now. Let's go.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 40.
Jam him.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
47-80.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Gray.
Check. 45's the mic.
What is it?
On first down, Newton.
All day.
And the tight end Olsen, right side. And past the 35, he'll be
Let's
dropped
go,
a
boys.
yard or
Let's go.
two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Watch that. Watch that. Watch that.
From the gun, here's Newton. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On second down, McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The All-Pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Check. Ready to eat.
Check. 45's the mic.
8. Great.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Gun.
Under 10. 10.
Out of the gun, Newton. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
No. Peek the edge, peek the edge.
Here we go, fellas.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Now Newton on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back, and that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen.
They can't hold me, coach. They can't hold me, baby.
Greg Olsen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Winston and the Bucks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Go. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Man, I got you.
Off.
I got you.
Mike.
Jameis to throw it.
Pick it up.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Ready.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Check.
5-0.
Check 59. Mike is 50.
Hey, let's go.
Winston.
I'm here
And he'll
all
be
day.
taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's
Delta.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
It's coming this way. Coming this way.
Now Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Flip it.
Hey, watch.
Easy.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. He don't know no.
Here's Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
He's got Evans. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another 1st down. Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Easy.
Motion.
Green, triple C.
Echo.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Easy. Hey. White. Haywood.
To throw is Winston. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, watch that.
Sonic.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Winston. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been...
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Take a set. 180.
Where's Mike? Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Gun.
I'm going to run.
Look at him.
This is McCaffrey on the give. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second. Down.
That's right.
Ready. Set 180.
5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Hey, come on, oh.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.